Alright, LEGO DC Supervillains, developed by TT Games, released in 2018. Having never played a LEGO game before this, I had little expectations heading into it. Having now completed it, although I'm not a fan of the game itself, I am a fan of the trophy list and the potential LEGO games have for mental fitness in general. LEGO DC is a single player only game. There is no internet connection required to play. Moving on, is this game right for you or your family to play? The ESRB rating for LEGO DC is 10 and older because of cartoon violence. And yes, I mean, that's obviously there. But in my opinion, the game is fine for all ages. I mean, when you look at the very nature of Legos itself, it's about assembling and destroying them. You know, the whole point is lighthearted in nature, and that's also translated into the game itself. There's no sexual or violent messaging. I guess ESRB believes that the cartoon violence kind of leads into that, but I mean, in that, you just gotta draw the line somewhere. It's clearly meant to be funny and appropriate for all ages. Also, it's just a bit ridiculous to think that parents would rather have hundreds, if not thousands, of Lego pieces scattered across the house because their child destroys them, compared to their kid just doing the exact same thing on the video game. Why is it appropriate for a child to play with actual Legos and do the exact same thing that they would just do in video games? It doesn't really make any sense. So yes, to me, it's fine for everyone. Next up, just how long is this game going to take to complete? To beat LEGO DC, it's likely going to take at least 3 hours. But that's going to vary a lot depending on how much you explore inside each level and the game hub, which is outside each level, and whether you skip scenes. To earn 100% though, it'll probably take around 36 hours for most. And again, that's going to vary a lot based on your familiarity with LEGO games as well as your skill set. Keep in mind there are cheats and hints available in-game that can be used to earn trophies. Also, game difficulty does not affect any trophies. Alright, time to get into the fun stuff. On a scale easy to expert, I'd say LEGO DC's trophy list varies between below average to hard. It really just depends on, again, your skills and whether you're using guides to assist you. In my opinion, the game helps boost mental endurance and problem solving. I can also see it build confidence as well, especially for those getting into gaming for mental fitness or just a younger audience in general. Moving on, let's look at the highlights. The best trophy that highlights mental endurance and problem solving would technically be a little bit extra, which is a separate trophy from the Platinum that requires you to earn 100%. So it's essentially self-defeating. With that in mind, I'm gonna go ahead and use Helping Hand instead, which requires you to complete all the quests in the hub. To me, those quests and challenges focus much more on mental endurance and problem solving than the other parts of the game, including the levels. To be honest, I use multiple guides to do it and get through it, mainly just to find everything, but I'll admit I got stumped in some areas and didn't know who to use or what to do to get what I needed. Obviously, being able to mentally endure the same thing for long periods of time is very helpful to everyone. If you're a kid, it'll get you through school a lot easier. If you're an adult, it'll get you through work a lot easier. Again, it's just doing the exact same thing and just having that ability to just keep at it rather than get fatigued and lose focus. And similarly, being able to problem solve equally benefits and boost your skill to complete tasks at hand and eventually get better at them so you can complete those tasks faster in the future. And to me, assuming LEGO games follow a similar pattern to this installment, they would be fantastic for all ages, and mainly for those looking to get into gaming for mental fitness. Again, I find a lot of potential with the LEGO games, and I think it's very helpful. I feel it isn't so much critical thinking because when you're critically thinking, you're kind of having to act in real time. Lego kind of allows you, or it does allow you to go at your own pace. I mean, sometimes you kind of have to be quick on your feet a little bit, but I mean, you can't theoretically die, and you have multiple attempts. There's not, the consequences of failing is very forgiving in Legos, and I think that's great for starters, or just people who are wanting to get in and just build and take the next step to Arc Challenge. And finally, let's talk about improvements. When it comes to trophies that would or could have been included and reflected the game, none come to my mind, given that LEGO DC is meant to be, again, lighthearted, easy, and fun for all ages. That said, I feel TT had a great opportunity to make this game with a trophy list that could be easily obtainable, yet challenging, based on what the player wanted to do. So, again, essentially setting your own pace. So specifically, the use of hints and tips are already incorporated, which is great. And again, you can't die technically. It's again very forgiving. You kind of just pick up where you left off if you lose your health, I guess so to say. You just reincarnate right there. And certain cheats help achieve trophies much quicker. I would have liked to see more cheats that enabled a more detailed walkthrough and guide to obtain trophies. So again, it's about setting your own pace. For example, a cheat to help players complete challenges in the hub. There wasn't anything to know what to do other than the hints that the cheat or the challenges gave you. You would actually have to seek an outside guide to kind of find everything. Or, you could just walk around and just try to figure it out yourself. Another example would be a cheat that would extended the time for the completion time to earn gold in racing. It's very easy already. I could see younger audiences and even again, just anyone starting to get into gaming for mental fitness, I could see it. Some of them being a little bit challenging. So again, having a cheat that kind of extends that completion time, I feel would be very beneficial. I see just such a huge potential for LEGO games, getting people into completing games for mental fitness. And I hope that TT takes it into consideration for future installments or just other game series that they develop. And that's a wrap. Again, having never played a LEGO game before this one, I had little expectations having now completed it. Although I'm not a fan of the game, I am a fan of the trophy list, and again, the potential LEGO games have fitness. I would highly recommend for younger audiences to play it, and or whether you're looking to build mental endurance and problem solving. For me, LEGO DC really helped me build problem solving. Definitely. I mean, it's fun to know that again, you be challenged anywhere, even if you don't expect it. I find it great. And if you have questions about this game or mental fitness, or just want to share your experience with LEGO DC, feel free to leave a comment or message me. I will do my best to answer any questions in reasonable time. Alright everyone, that's another review in the bag. If you want to watch me play live, follow me on Twitch. If you would like to hear more about mental fitness, my game previews, and initial impressions, then go on over and follow my Instagram. I also take polls on Twitter for games I should play next that are in my library, if you'd like to participate in that. Finally, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!